In today's Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 video, 6 million soldiers from every fantasy army in the game are launching an invasion against a mere 300,000 Earth army units. These armies come from every country that is currently in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, and they have some crazy brand new vehicles and weaponry to go with them. So they will be a formidable force. However, every fantasy army comes with their own unique advantages. So this will be a deadly battle of epic proportions. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Let's get into it. Alrighty then, boys, pressing start right now, and we are in slow-mo for the start. We've got insurgents from the Middle East up here holding the small town as sort of a vanguard unit for the Earth armies, and while they're firing away, these missile systems back here are going to help out by firing themselves, and hopefully those missiles do support some of these insurgents up here who are fighting the fantasy armies extraordinarily early on, and they're already right up against it. We've got Knights of Rohan from Lord of the Rings up front here. On top of that, there should be some Empire Spearmen. Yes, there are Imperial Spearmen here from Total War Warhammer, or Warhammer 40k, and they're just fighting right alongside Rohanese. Rohan Knights. I don't know the proper vernacular for that. But then behind them, we've got Colossal Titans from Attack on Titan coming forward. Oh, and here comes some of those missile system shots blowing up all of these fantasy army troopers. Oh my goodness, it's deadly, isn't it? Over here you might see some neon green, and those of course are going to be some of our army men from Army Men 3D, the video game. Very, very weak units, but they are ranged, so that will be helpful later on, I'm sure. Now, if we face our way all the way back this way, we'll start to see some Halo Spartans. Yes, red Halo Spartans join the battle, and to their left should be, yes indeed, some 501st Clone Troopers. So we got Star Wars, we got ourselves some Halo, we got Freddy Fazbear, from Five Nights at Freddy's, of course. Oh my god, the Rohan Knights just go forever. We've also got Game of Thrones, some of the zombies from Game of Thrones created by the White Walkers, which is pretty fun to see on the battlefield. We've got some StarCraft 2 Zealots way back here. How are there still Rohan Knights? How many Rohan Knights did I add to this thing, bro? Tolkien would be proud. God, there's more Freddy Fazbears. There's so many Freddy Fazbears. It's so crazy. Okay, there are more fantasy units. I am just failing to find them at the moment, but we will see more later on, I suppose, as they enter into the battlefield, and it'll be a fun little surprise right there. But either way, all of these units coming forward, 6 million of them in total, and already they've lost 500,000 soldiers during this battle. That's probably because of these massive missile systems firing away, as well as all of these insurgents from the Earth armies just pouring fire out like crazy. So why don't we go ahead and go into normal speed here and really check out this battle. This is a massive pitched defense right now. Oh, it's some brutality right here. Oh, a couple of Colossal Titans tripping and dying. A few of them are just like spazzing out and stepping on their own soldiers. I don't know what that glitch is, but it is not looking good for them. Right now, we do have 1,000, now 2,000 dead insurgents as this Colossal Titan gets forward and starts stomping on some of these fellas. Look at that. Killed probably a few hundred all at once right there, just from a couple of stomps, which is crazy. Absolutely brutal. Now, there is another Earth weapon that I want to show off to you guys. It is a tactical nuclear missile. There's 10 of them back here. They're not quite as strong as the nuclear god power that we can use, but they are small nuclear missiles that pack a serious punch. Oh, there goes one. Okay, nice. They have a very low fire rate, but once they fire, you can clearly see them, and skadoosh! Yeah, it does some serious damage. it can capture thousands of soldiers in one easy fire. So those things are seriously deadly and must be looked out for by the fantasy armies. They will do some serious damage if they go unchecked. So you really got to watch out for those bad boys right there. They are fairly deadly, and these guys do have 10 of them. You know, back during the Cold War, just after World War II, the United States Army started to develop small tactical nuclear missiles that could be hand-fired by infantry units on the ground. They ended up scrapping it because obviously too much radiation to your common soldier, as well as it's just sort of more proliferation of nuclear warfare and the threat of Russia also developing these. This was one of those steps that was just one step too far for all nations involved, and so it ended up getting scrapped. You know, a small tactical nuclear missile is not something you want your average Joe to be able to carry around and then fire off. But they did exist, which is just absolutely crazy to me. And so I imagine these are like a bigger version of that, if you will, but not a full-on nuclear bomb that could do, you know, leveling of cities. Just a small payload of explosives in there. You know, that's the way I like to envision it. Either way, these boys down below, the insurgents that are on guard mode, they're starting to back up, as you can see, towards the main lines, and I really don't blame them. We've got 1 million kills on the fantasy units already, but sadly, 54,000. Actually, more than that, it looks like, because we're down to 215,000 Earth Army units left alive. So, around 90,000 soldiers now have died for the Earth Army, which is 1/3 of their total force. Meanwhile, only 1/6 of the Fantasy Army force has died thus far. But the insurgents up front here are going to be the weakest of the units for the Earth Armies. So once they back up, then the fantasy units are going to have to deal with the very tight and deadly defense back here, where we've got M1A2 Abrams, we've got BTRs with frag capabilities. Then, of course, here's the United Nations soldiers. I don't know how this guy has already taken damage, but that sucks. Of course, the nuclear arsenal back there. We've got our missile silo system, which is still just absolutely pouring fire onto the enemy. So that thing is not slowing down anytime soon. But yeah, either way, once the insurgents fall all the way back, it's not like it's going to be over for the Earth armies. It will get harder, but it's also their strongest defensive point. So why don't we time-lapse the insurgents holding out right now. Currently, we've got ourselves, looks like 4.86 million fantasy units versus 191,000 Earth Army units. Absolutely incredible. If you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button. Now let's get it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Really not a lot of time has gone by here, actually, but I did want to check back in because some of these Titans and stuff like that are actually making it to the front lines now, and these insurgents are still backpedaling. Hopefully a few of them manage to live till the end of the battle, if the Earth Army wins. If they don't, obviously they didn't live. But I'd love to see those guys surviving for a while longer. The M1A2 Abrams starting to fire out as well, which is going to be helpful in taking out some of these Titans. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got some of these fellas right here with mini Uzis, and they're firing out. They're one of the weaker units for the Earth armies here, and they're trying to take out a lot of these Colossal Titans, I think, but kind of failing to do so over here, as their weapons are just kind of weak. The missile systems, though, probably supporting pretty good, as well as the UN nation army soldiers over here helping out. Oh my god, there's a dead army man all the way up here with them. That's crazy. He must have been blown up by like a nuke or something. Oh, and there's a nuke going off right there. Well done. Keep firing those, please. Seriously. The far left, though, I mean, they've got basically nothing coming at them. This is where we've got some of these special forces troopers with the MP5s, kind of fun. And then at the very front here, we've got FBI agents, which I don't know how well they're going to do, but hey, they've got the insurgents with them now. Maybe they'll do something good, you know, with their pistols. That'd be good. That'd be nice. Oh, they take out a Colossal Titan right there. Bada bing. That's what we need to see more of. Beautiful. Well done. Okay, over here is... this is bad. This is really bad. Keep these missile systems active, please. Mini Uzi boys. We need you guys to hold out for an extremely long time so that these missile systems stay active, because they are extremely deadly against the enemies. Maybe I went a little too... There's 1,000 Colossal Titans on the battlefield. Maybe I went a little too hard with them. Maybe I needed to lessen the number of Colossal Titans, because there's quite a number of them. Although, they're not really doing too much. They're pretty slow, and they do take quite a while to get up there. So, you know, they're not doing anything especially good. But, I mean, there's still a problem. Look at this. Oh, the Imperial Spearmen! Blood for the Blood God! God, every time, man. I just don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to, when it comes to Warhammer. And I know there's going to be comments about it. But I'm making my own lore. Alright? I am the captain now. I know Warhammer better than anyone, and that's because I live in denial. Alright, we need some nukes. Where are our nukes at? Nuke 'em, boys! How are these taking damage all the way out here? Oh, maybe like stray bullets from the Halo units or something? Like, I don't know. Not entirely sure. Nuke them! Fire the nuke! Nukey wookie! My comrade. Okay, they're not firing. They're not firing right now, but that's okay. Alright, well... Oh, there's a nuke! Let's go! Good stuff! Oh! It flambéed them! That was crazy. Did they get back up, though? Oh, there's another nuke! What the heck? Alright, all of a sudden, these nukes are going off. They're popping off. That's what we like to see. Keep that going. Keep her going. Oh, the far left is finally getting a little bit of action going here. Very nice. Finally seeing some action on the field here, boys. That's what we like to see. Don't let those Colossal Titans get too close. Okay? BTR's firing out. That'll be helpful. Just don't let them reach you. If they reach you, that's when they can curb stomp you. And that's when things get real, real bad. 161,000 Earth Army units left alive currently. And 4.5 million Fantasy Army units left alive. It's a little bit tough. They're curb stomping now. They're curb stomping, but at least the modern units further back here are starting to get a little bit more involved in helping with the left side. So that's good, I guess. I don't know. I think we just need to time lapse for a little bit here and allow this to play out for a while. Okay, so now the fantasy armies are really, really getting up here. Look at this. We got zealots, we got White Walker zombies, we've got Imperials. We've surprisingly got no Knights of Rohan over here. That's shocking to me. But they're getting up here. They're coming through the second line of defense, and they're starting to work on some of these BTRs that are just being absolute heroes, dying out in the front. We got modern soldiers providing backup fire behind them. The FBI agents all dead. M1A2 Abrams taking an absolute beating at this point in time, but they're still hanging in there. They're just trying to survive for as long as they can. Over this way, we've got probably the most dead Titans over here, and some of the missile systems have died, but many of them are still living and still trying to get some fire out, while the modern soldiers behind them, the United Nations, continues to fire out as well to help out. These guys, I think, have the best damage of any of the modern units, so that's really helping their cause here, and so that's why the back sort of lines will probably be some of the strongest. Kill this guy, come on, kill this guy. Fellas, he's gonna reach the front lines and start, stomping a little bit. Kill him! Kill him! And he is spearheading the charge for Rohan and Game of Thrones. Ah! You guys really choked that one, didn't you? How did this guy get all the way back here? Look at that buttocks. Oh, it's gone. Well, the nukes, I mean, the nukes are helpful when they're firing, but their fire rate is so slow that it is really not supporting that much. I think if these backlines go down just super easy peasy and quickly, Once this battle is over, we're going to try again by buffing the earth lines. It's almost like every defense. The first defense doesn't really work, and we have to go into the second one. But at least there's still a solid blockade of 70,000 United Nations soldiers back here that might be able to win, but probably not. Oh, nuke going out. Nuke going out. Where's it going to land? That was a really bad shot. Wow. All right. Just let these guys die out, I suppose. It's probably Jover. Well, boys, they won actually pretty quickly off of that. So we're going to keep the army that they're going up against the same, but we're going to buff the defenders. All right, boys, so we are back in this thing, and the big differences are there are more defenders, 500,000 to be exact. We have 100 nukes now. We have 200 missile systems now, same amount of Abrams, same amount of BTRs, but then we've also buffed the number of infantry troopers by double for all types except for the modern soldiers in the very back, and then we've spread out the insurgents to go across the length of the enemy army to hopefully slow them down a little bit more. Let's see how this goes, starting in slow-mo yet again here, and look at that insurgent fire. Absolutely crazy, and it's already up to like 1,500 kills just from AK-47s ripping into these Knights of Rohan right here. They might be honorable, but they are not honorable enough to stop a bullet, comrade. I wonder how these green army men are doing over this way. I mean, they're doing fine. Yeah, they haven't really died too much yet, I guess. I thought they only had like a little health. Yeah, they only have 100 health. Should be like one bullet to kill them or something, so I'm kind of surprised they haven't died. But maybe it's the Knights of Rohan in front of them absorbing all of the fire. Here comes some of those missile system shots into the enemy army right here. That's 200 missile systems firing at these guys right now, and hopefully doing some serious damage. One of those might have been a nuke, actually. I'm not entirely sure. The nukes are hard to differentiate, but I think they're bigger, so I think this one right here might be a nuke. Let's see. No, maybe not. That was a normal explosion. Yeah, it's very hard to differentiate the nukes from the missile system shots, but either way, absolutely incredible start to this thing already. 500,000 fantasy army soldiers have died across this entire battlefield, and you gotta remember, these insurgents are on guard mode, so they can backpedal out of here whenever they so please. So let's go ahead and go into normal speed here as more and more fighting continues onward. Yes, very much so, hoping for a better outcome from the Earth armies this time. They have just about doubled their number of units, and in so doing really increased their power, especially since they 10x'd their number of nukes. So hopefully that does make a fairly solid difference here. Already almost at 5 million. That's right, 5 million fantasy army soldiers left. So they've almost killed 1 million already. That's pretty psycho. And I think it's because those missile systems, and of course, you know, hopefully these colossal titans start to go down a lot easier this time around, since there's so many more soldiers firing into them. That would be very ideal, because last time I would say we probably killed about half of the colossal titans, probably 500 of them, but it wasn't enough. We need more killing output against these colossal titans in order to actually get a dubski here. It is very much so necessary. What is all of this flashing? That's just a weird glitch. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. It is what it is. Here's some Imperial Spearmen getting slaughtered over here as well. Absolute pandemonium during this battlefield. It is beautiful. It is wunderbar. And I am loving it very much. 20,000, though, of the modern infantry soldiers dead on the battlefield. Now 30,000. They are dying rapidly as some of these colossal titans start to really reach them and get some kills. I'm really shocked they're not able to kill these guys faster. I feel like in other battles, the colossal titans have died so quickly. Oh, there's a nuke. There's a nuke. That pushed them back nicely. Oh, and I think killed one or two of them. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I feel like the Colossal Titans somehow got stronger in recent. I don't know if that's entirely true, but it sure as heck feels that way. So yeah, hopefully these nukes continue to fire out nicely. I don't understand. Is this one dead? Because they're getting very bloodied over here. That one's dead. How are these getting so damaged? What? A bunch of them are dead. How are they getting damaged? That must be a glitch on the missile systems. That's super weird. A bunch of these are already very damaged. That's not good for the Earth Army, obviously, to have those already being damaged, but hopefully a few of them stay alive for long enough to do something. I'm not entirely sure if that'll happen, but very, very not good that they're already getting damaged. That's super bizarre. All right, why don't we go ahead and time-lapse this portion of the battle for a little bit here. Okay, boys, well, we're at the point now where the Colossal Titans are getting to the second line of defense here, which isn't too bad of pacing, I would say. Look at all these guys are like all dead. It's weird that they like stay standing up after you've killed. Well, these guys are just like, I don't know what they're doing. That's crazy. But yeah, the Colossal Titans are just now starting to get to the next line of defense. 4.2 million Fantasy Army units left alive, meaning 1.8 million have died, and 300,000 modern units still alive on the battlefield. Are any of these still alive is the question. Okay, there's a bunch still alive in the further back area. Oh, and they're nuking. They're nuking. Yeah, but a lot of them have taken a lot of damage. I don't understand why. It's super strange to me. So hopefully those stay alive for even longer. Yeah, there goes another nuke. Yeah, buddy! Oh, I like the nukes. I like the nukes a lot. There's another one. Yes. Okay, very, very good stuff that they are continuing to nuke these guys to high hell. That's perfect. We like that a lot. Ooh, the FBI agents do have a number of enemies upon them over here. Oh, and they've still got some insurgents that have backed up over here, too. And, of course, there's just a constant surge, by the way, of the small infantry units coming forward here. No real Freddy Fazbears or anything like that on this side. What about this side? We have them coming forward yet? No? Well, here's some Red Spartans and 501st Troopers coming forward. And the Fazbears are likely not far behind. Yeah, there you go. Har, har, har. Alright, they're coming forward. They'll be here. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry, indeed. The Earth Army's still in this thing. There's a nuke going out. Terrible nuke. Well, it may kill a Colossal Titan, so I guess it's not the worst. But yeah, still holding in there. We just need them to hold for a lot longer, and I sincerely hope they do, because I'd love to see a W here. "10 minutes later, lads. Let's see where we're at." I don't know how this butt cracker man got so far ahead, but he did. Look at all these Colossal Titans falling dead. Most of the ones that are still alive are really far away over here, which is great. There are still some alive over here, which is oh, nukes coming in, which is dangerous. But for the most part, yeah, most of the Colossal Titans in the front are dead, so they don't pose too much of a threat right now. And then that just sort of allows our modern soldiers to just be firing into most of these guys. There's only 3.2 million enemies left alive. Freddy Fazbear under nuclear assault at the moment and missile bombardment. Very, very threatening aura for the Fazinator. He's got 700 health, I think. No, that's a White Walker. Hold on. Yeah, he's got 700 health, which makes him pretty beefy. I am seeing a lot of dead clones over here. I'm guessing there's some, dead Red Spartans as well over here too, which means that a lot of the ranged units for the Fantasy Army are dying as well, and of course many dead Green Army men over here too, so it's probably going to be a bit of an infantry push from now on from the Fantasy Armies. Oh, nuclear bomb hitting Freddy Fazbear. Oh, the Fascinator. He's exploding. He's going everywhere. Bits and pieces of animatronic flesh flying off the shelves. My God, man. My God. I did enjoy the FNAF movie quite a bit, bro. I did. I know lots of people complain about it, but I found it quite enjoyable. I mean, I think I approached the movie not really taking it seriously, and I think a lot of people took it very seriously. And it's like, well, I don't think that's the type of movie that you take extremely seriously. I think you gotta cool it with that, you know? Just have fun. Have a little fun, folks. So yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Either way, it seems like we might have an Earth victory here. They have 265,000 soldiers left alive. 2 nukes coming in. Beautiful. Wow. Double nuke just explodes everyone. Holy cow. So at this point in time, they haven't even lost half their soldiers yet, which is quite good. Quite good. Not bad. Not bad. Zealots from the StarCraft 2 game series coming forward over this way. Coming to kill some special operations soldiers. And yeah, we're at 3 million remaining fantasy army troopers. Not too shabby. Let's just let this sucker play out, baby. Let's let it spin. Alright, boys, 20 minutes later, and the constant bombardment continues. It does look like actually some of these FBI agents were killed. Yeah, 222,000 Earth Army soldiers remain. So a number of them did get killed during this, excuse me, hiccup, during this battle. So there have been some losses, but the nukes, the missiles, they're all helping them out tremendously. 500,000 enemies left alive. Not sure if there's any Colossal Titans left. It's mainly like Zealots and I think some Freddy Fazbears. The Fred word over here. Yeah, and of course still more Knights of Rohan. How many are in this freaking thing, dude? It's insane. It's absolutely cuckoo McBungo. Absolutely. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and just like let this ride out to the end, baby. Kill those Fazbears. Kill them. Har, har, har. Look at all the dead ones. Very, very chaotic battle. Very fun, though. This has been great. Let's just let the silos continue to run. Alright guys, there's only 3,000 enemies left. I think they're in kind of glitch states or something like that way out here. There's still a lot of firing. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with them. Oh, there's just a bunch of Titans right here that never died. But also appear to be stuck. So, cool. I guess they'll stay that way. Either way, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe and notifications turned on, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more of this in the future. It's absolutely insane. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.